Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be presenting to you my slideshow on information technology in the healthcare field. Just to go over some topics that we're going to be discussing: machine learning, augmented reality, cybersecurity, and then we're going to go into the risks and the benefits. So, first things first, an example of machine learning in the healthcare industry. One thing that I pointed out would be the use of wearable devices. So I think these devices would be more for patients that are dealing with problems relating to, say, their blood pressure or diabetes, for example. So these devices would contain sensors and likely would connect to some sort of iPhone or mobile app. And what learning is taking place is it's learning what activities or maybe foods or something like that work best for the patient. Like over time, it's going to learn, say, for example, for someone with diabetes, if their blood sugar spikes at a certain time of the day, or if through the tracking system used in the app, say they eat something and their blood sugar spikes, or they're not doing enough physical activity. So over time, it's going to help develop uh, basically a plan and help these patients to stay on top of their health. And I think obviously something that goes along with that for the expert side for the doctors is there's going to be a lot less physical visits. So that's going to be a little bit more time efficient for those professionals as well. Moving into the augmented reality section, I think this is a great idea for the healthcare field. Using the augmented reality, you're going to be able to have practice for students, aid in operations, and the patients are going to be able to know what exactly is wrong with them. Um, So how this works is there as you can see on the screen, there's really like almost like something that you can touch and see right in front of you. You have the say the ligament or whatever is being operated on enlarged, and you can kind of get a feel of how you're going to operate, what you need to do, where you need to do it. And I think this is really important because it can make surgeries that much easier. Or like I said, with medical students, it can make their training a lot easier. I know from personal experience, I've had operations in the past done on my knees, and this is something that I would have really liked to kind of see how it was working in my body and seeing what was being done to help heal me. And for the cybersecurity aspect, obviously this is important whenever you start talking about IT or AI. Uh, you want to be able to protect the doctors and the patients. You do not want to run the risk, or well, obviously it is a risk, but you don't want to see patients' data get compromised, their personal data. You want to make sure that you use safe networks and reliable devices. So some of the risks, obviously, with technology, you worry about inaccurate readings. Uh, you don't want someone relying too heavily on the device if there's a chance that it may be telling them the wrong thing. They could end up, for example, if with the wearable devices, if someone starts getting inaccurate readings and they may take the steps that they would typically take when something like that happens, but really it's not what they need at the moment, that could be a big problem. The faulty sensors for more or less I'd say this relates more towards the augmented reality section. If you're using sensors to kind of get a visual of a specific patient's uh, body or ligaments, bones, whatever it may be. You don't want the sensors to kind of give you a wrong image, and then you're operating based off something that isn't really what you're going to be operating on. And then obviously a big risk is just like I said before, the data protection. So for the benefits, I think that it would be a lot more convenient for these doctors. It would make their jobs easier. Uh, Obviously, using technology is also very efficient. patients are going to be able to trust their doctors, build a better relationship, understand what's going on with them and their diagnosis, and just overall have more of a sense of comfortability. So yeah, thank you for listening to me today, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed the video.